Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Libra for June 2020. Welcome, Libra. Let's see what's there for you in June. Fellow cousin air sign of Gemini. Anything's possible with the air elements. Can blow this way, can blow that way. So as long as you're aware of it, it'll be fine. Energy around your reading for June is the Eight of Swords. Keep your personal power to yourself. Do not give it away and do not feel like that you're entrapped in something, because you're not. It's just all in the mind. So that can come from other people making you feel like that. But the advice is don't. Because she can walk out of those swords anytime, or that jail anytime she wants. So let's see what in particular that's talking about for June. Very much an air card though, the Eight of Swords. Eights are always about either giving your personal power away or keeping it for yourself. The latter is always the more important. Keep it for yourself. Don't give it away to people. Just because it's easier to say, yeah, okay. So let's look. Where you are right now, Libra, is new beginnings, emotional new beginnings. Seedlings are sprouting in this emotional energy you find yourself in. It's either doing something that you really are emotionally connected to and it's growing, so keep watering it. Or there is an emotional attachment coming through for some of you as well. And it has meaning with it, with the Page of Cups. So just go with that. Just keep giving it water and watching it grow. What's affected that, or what's the environment around that's going to affect your reading? The Wheel of Fortune, destiny. So you are exactly where you're meant to be, Libra, so there's no qualms about that. And then also with this Eight of Swords, remember, you know, this is your chance to really sort of keep your personal power for yourself and follow your dream and follow your emotional growth, whatever that may be for you, whether it's a relationship or whether it's just something that you love doing. And it's just a seedling and it's got to become a tree. The background of this story is the Six of Wands. So you're doing really well, being diligent with your work, putting a lot of energy into things, balanced. Everything's fine. You've created this all by yourself, so don't let other people take it off you, and you don't really need to ask anyone's opinion. It's your opinion only counts this time. It's your karmic story, no one else's, so don't let them interfere with it. And don't let them try and get in the driver's seat, because that's yours. Push them into the back, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm sure you do. Trusting yourself and the work that you've actually put into your projects and who you are at the moment. So it's all good. Looking very good. Recent influences, we have the Seven of Cups. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. It's the card of illusion. So be really careful, especially with this Eight here, this Eight of Swords. Be very careful about people perhaps trying to lead you down an alternate path. And the minute you sort of have that feeling, oh no, look, this sounds too good to be true, I've got to say no, and really shut it down quick, smart. So there's options on the table here. There's 7 of them, but you've got to be very, very careful about what you choose. And what I'm getting is keep your personal power and do what you were going to do anyway, without this sort of coming through and derailing you to somewhere else that you could end up in a dead-end road. That's the Seven of Cups. So it's always, to me, it's a bit of a Disneyland kind of scenario. It's like, yeah, it's make-believe. It seems amazing, but is it? Let's see the lesson you'll be learning in June. So it's shaping up, isn't it, Gemini? Shaping up for something quite powerful, really. And we'll see the lesson to really find out what you're meant to be learning this month. The Five of Cups. Emotional disappointment of some kind. Something coming back from the past, perhaps a person. It's very much a Scorpio card, so there's a lot of water and depth to it. Either way, or it could be just a feeling of feeling a bit disappointed, feeling like you're stuck halfway through a journey, and those old emotions come back and visit you and think, yeah, well, what if I'm not good enough? What if the other way, this way is the better way? No, it isn't. Move through this Five of Cups to Gemini, Libra, sorry, it's about just moving through it, acknowledging that disappointment. And yes, you might be setting up to fail, but it doesn't matter. You've got to go through that transition. It's a transition. And I'm guessing it's your own personal power and your own projects all on your own. No one else is allowed to interfere. So, yeah, these could be people's emotions saying, are you sure you think this is a good idea? Trust yourself. But it's also healthy to go through that and have doubts rather than being too arrogant about something and just going, oh yes, well, I'm just amazing and whatever. But we've always got to think, yeah, you know, let's just be balanced about, yeah, this could go either way, but I'm going to keep my personal power with it. Near future, you have the Star. So moving forward anyway, so no looking back. Just moving forward, even if it's a snail's pace, you just keep moving forward. Because this is very much your path. So all those people that you might elicit responses or what do they think about things, really don't bother asking, because it's about you. It's not about other people's opinions this time. Or them pointing out where your weaknesses are, things like that with that Five of Cups. So just move forward. As long as you're moving forward. Let's see what's happening that you're not realising, and this will be usually, I've always said, the key card really. It sort of tells the full story, and we're kind of often not aware of it. The Fool. So it is your journey, and it's your journey alone, so you've got to do it alone. So there's no need whatsoever to give personal power away, and there's no need whatsoever to ask other people what they think, because they're just going to tell you what they think. And it might be, you know, hued with their disappointment in their relationships or their projects that didn't come to fruition. So just keep it to yourself. How others see you. Six of Coins, Six of Pentacles, balance, doing well, giving and receiving in equal measure. It's a very good card to have, very earthed as well, Libra. So we're really mounting the case here for you in June, just to stick to yourself and your journey. You don't need advisors. You're doing well. And maybe that's too, humans are funny, you know, when they see someone doing well and they always like to try and dismantle it somehow emotionally, so they second guess or disappoint themselves. So don't be drawn into that sort of, you know, conundrum. What you're feeling positive about in June? 10 of Cups, so the emotional, getting to the emotional end of a cycle emotionally. Yeah, on the facade looks good, but you've put the work in, so it's a good thing. It's good emotionally for you to do this, but once again, it's very much your solitary pursuit. So it's about you sort of realising this, you know, you're starting at the page and you're ending with the 10 of Cups, so you can actually envisage and imagine how this is going to pan out for you, whether it be a relationship or a relationship with a project. It's all about how you perceive it. It's not to do with anybody else. So you're feeling quite confident that you can sort of achieve this cycle, this new cycle you've got going on without anybody else's input. The outcome. Four of Swords, and then it's time to sort of have a bit of a rest. So it's quite an interesting month. At the end, when everything's done, finished, achieved, then you can just sit back and just have a bit of a rest. Be an observer, not a participant. So you've got to just sit back a bit and just chill and just go, okay, now I've finished that, I've achieved what I wanted to, now I'll just be on my own and I'll just chill out and do what I want to do. I don't want anybody disturbing me kind of energy. It's very personal though, Libra, so I'm just going to pop a clarification card on this Five of Cups and this Seven of Cups, because they're both quite polarizing cards in that they kind of can be seen as one thing, but then on the other side, maybe not. Maybe it's a bit of a smoke and mirrors thing. So one there and one there. Okay, so what's underneath this Seven of Cups? If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. You have Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Coins. Take a step back and look at your work. It's all about your sort of journey. Once again, don't be lured away by what other people promise. Be grounded. You've created what you've created all by yourself. You don't need someone coming along and sort of blowing smoke at you and sort of saying, yeah, but I can do this for you. No, it's your project. It's doing well. Trust yourself. Let's have a look at what's underneath the surface of that Five of Cups. So that disappointment card, emotional disappointment, going back to the past, all that sort of thing, you know, looking at your life and thinking, yeah, well, I stuffed up there and this didn't go right. Maybe that'll happen again. It's sort of moved through that, and underneath that is the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is no obstacles, no barriers, nothing. It's just things moving forward very quickly, because it's always about the timing too, and it's very much an individual reading for you. If it is a relationship that you've kind of struck up recently, it's got lots of promise as well. But often too with new relationships, we look back to the last one and think, oh geez, that didn't end well. But just make sure that you do things differently yourself as well, and don't be sort of blown away by all the sort of romance of things. You know, see it for what it is, and just keep on your own. This is your journey, so just keep going on it. Thanks so much. I'll just give you your Buddha reading card message for June. We have determination. There you go, Libra. It is you who must make the effort. The master only points the way. At its core, determination embodies the mental quality of lasting endurance, the physical quality of healthy, vibrant earth energy, and the spiritual quality that comes with knowing you are moving in the right direction. I rest my case. Thanks so much for listening. Talk to you in July. Thank you. Bye-bye, Libra.